Not very often is it given to the average man and woman to feel that he or she is assisting in the making of history. A royal wedding is a historical occasion, not only for the lucky people who witness it, and for those who watch it reenacted on the screen, but also for many who never see it at all, since all of us will go on referring to it for the rest of our lives. Moreover, everybody rejoices in the happiness of the King and Queen, who set to the world such an example of royal dignity and domestic felicity. In this spirit, British Movietone News offers its tribute of congratulation and respect to the Duke and Duchess of Kent, to their Majesties and the whole royal family. It's a dull day as the King and Queen drive out of Buckingham Palace, attended by a sovereign's escort of lifeguards, at the head of the first procession to the Abbey. The Duke of Kent's procession starts from St. James's Palace. Tens of thousands of loyal and romantic people give His Royal Highness the bridegroom a warm-hearted crescendo of cheers as he drives to his wedding, accompanied by the Prince of Wales and the Duke of York. Did London ever see such a huge assembly of enthusiastic people? For, apart from feelings of devotion to the royal family, the imagination of the British public has been captured by the personality of Princess Marina. And now, at 10:46 a.m., strictly according to schedule, there starts from Buckingham Palace the procession of Her Royal Highness the Bride, hidden from view at present in her closed landau, but the crowds are promised a better view on the return journey to be made in a glass carriage. With a captain's escort of lifeguards in attendance, the bridal cavalcade follows the other processions towards the Abbey. The procession of their Majesties has already arrived in Parliament Square, where the street lamps, lit in the morning gloom, add a picturesque touch to the scene. Ring out bells for the royal bridegroom. As Prince George, to use the name by which he is most familiar, arrives in Parliament Square, he acknowledges happily the cheers of his enthusiastic countrymen. Finally, the bride herself. From the oblique view in Parliament Square, the first fleeting glimpse is caught of Princess Marina in her bridal dress. Within the Abbey, the time-honored and hallowed ritual is enacted in the presence of the privileged guests. The royal pair stand before the Archbishop of Canterbury, who in the beautiful ceremonial of the church pronounces them man and wife at the chancel steps. The King and Queen hear their youngest son take the solemn matrimonial vows. The marriage lines, signed George and Marina. The ceremony is over. In the shadow under the canopy of the west door, the Duchess has her ermine wrap adjusted, the Duke standing beside her. Presently, they enter the glass carriage, final cheer and a wave. What are the... At Marlborough Gate there is a detour, and the royal carriage passes out of the Mall up St. James's Street, so that tens of thousands more spectators may have their view of the procession. From Piccadilly, lined with enormous crowds, the itinerary runs to Hyde Park Corner, and the horses are headed down Constitution Hill towards the palace. If it is possible to single out greater enthusiasm at one point than another, it is here outside Buckingham Palace. And to the bride and bridegroom as they pass through the gates, it must seem that the cheering has reached its climax at the end. Presently, the police permit the waiting multitude to surge across to the palace railings. Here, enthusiasm is rewarded as the Duke and Duchess of Kent appear on the balcony. They are joined by the King and Queen and members of both bride and bride. The wedding group, posed for the court photographers, shows the happy pair standing between the King and Queen and surrounded by the royal guests who attended the wedding. The bridesmaids group. And the bridal portrait.